Hello everyone, my name is Razak and today we are going to travel to Santiago, Chile, specifically to the Yungay neighborhood. Join me on this adventure.
¡Uepa! Al Yungay viejo, pues.
Barrio Yungay is a neighborhood of Santiago, Chile, South America, located between the avenues coming to the east, Matucana to the west, San Pablo to the north, and La Alameda to the south. Won the Battle of Yungay that took place in this area, the president of that time, Jose Joaquin Prieto, in 1839, decided to raise a town to commemorate the triumph. Of subdivision of plots began. They were divided into blocks with wide streets, a square, a chapel, and a school were created. The famous Plaza Yungay was born here, where every January 20, the day of the Roto Chileno, is celebrated. Beginning, the richest families of Santiago came to inhabit the place. Large colonial and patronal houses were built, but also multi-story collective houses, the cities and passages. This was the first planned neighborhood of the city of Santiago. A sector of the neighborhood was declared a national monument by the Council of National Monuments of Chile in the typical zone category on February 19, 2009, which helps protect its heritage, architecture, and is a reason to be visited by tourists throughout the year. This neighborhood is considered a jewel in the country's history and an effective cultural hub. Today it is part of the patrimonial route of Santiago. Installed between bars, cafes, restaurants, cultural centers, libraries, museums, activities related to the culture and the arts. The Yungay neighborhood is an excellent place to choose all these options in one place. Today, it is one of the most typical and dynamic neighborhoods in Santiago. In Yungay, there is always something going on. The Yungay neighborhood is considered germinal point of Chilean culture for hosting important national and foreign personalities, intellectuals, and creators who made a contribution to the development of the country, such as the author of the national anthem, Eusebio Lilo. One of its cultural attractions is the French barber shop, which was founded in 1868. Three French barbers served the residents of the neighborhood. In 1925, they moved to the corner of Libertad. Later, they decided to add a restaurant and sale of antiques, which remain to this day, promoting the culture of the Yungay neighborhood. The 1985 and 2010 earthquakes severely affected the constructions of the neighborhood, especially those built in XIX century. It is estimated that at least half of the housings needed to be repaired. In 2006, they wanted to modify the community regulatory plan of Santiago in the Portales Park sector, increasing the height of the buildings to 20 floors, which was stopped by the neighborhood community. Nowadays, the Yungay neighborhood offers a unique opportunity to discover the historical and patrimonial Santiago with its classic facades of the buildings,
of the colonial era, the vestiges of the olden city and its living history in the small neighborhood that preserves the magic as if you were traveling through time and at the same time being in contact with the modernity of the city, while the panorama is colored by a vivid street art. That's the reason of what makes the neighborhood so unique. Quinta Normal Park was chosen in 2015 by Travel Plus Leisure magazine as one of the most beautiful in the world. In addition to the aforementioned attractions, visiting the neighborhood translates into possibility of witnessing how the work of an organized community manages to preserve the nation's heritage, not only in material terms, but also due to a wide variety of cultural activities. The experience is very pleasant because its people are very friendly and helpful. Yungay is a neighborhood of Santiago to which you can always go back to continue visiting and discovering every corner.